All right, greetings friends. I'm back after a couple weeks, I guess it's been. What's been going on with me? Let's see. I started a new job. I guess it's called a new job. It's a promotion at work, and I have different responsibilities now. I'm working at a different location, and it's a different shift, and it's a completely different job, and it's more money. So yeah, I guess that's considered a promotion, and it's a different job title. So I'm working at night, and they're 12-hour shifts, and they're hard to get used to. I think I'm kind of in the swing of things now. I work from 6 at night until 6 in the morning. Not every day. The good thing about working 12-hour shifts is I get 3 days off sometimes and 4 days off sometimes a week. So that's one of the perks of working 12-hour shifts. You get a lot of time off. But working at night is difficult. So it's hard for me to make these little episodes or memory recitations. I don't know. Whatever I call these things that I do with this camera and you watching and these toys that I love. So that's my excuse for why it's been so long since I've made one of these. It's difficult to do them, to have time to do it, and to find the time to be able to sit down and concentrate on this and talk about things that I want to talk about. So anyway, that's why it's been a little bit since I made my last one. But I'll try to do these a little more frequently, get them a little more organized, I think, not so all over the place. And although I think that's kind of developing into my style. I don't know if you guys like it, but I think it's the way I'm going to go with it. I'm going to stop talking about why I do the things I do and maybe just do them, because I don't know if they need an explanation or if that's just boring. But let's get into it. I'm going to try to limit these down. I find myself rambling a lot and talking about things and explaining things that don't need to be explained, like I'm doing right now. So on average, these are around 15 minutes, these little videos, and I want to try to get that down to around 10. I think people's attention spans can last about 10 minutes. 15 is kind of pushing it. So let's get into it. I got my box here with my stuff, and take these off. I've got the Wind Raider here with Man-at-Arms from the Classics line. So let's go through these. I thought maybe we might get into these comics, this bag of comics that I've got here, kind of go through it, see what I have. I don't know what's in here. So we'll go through it, and there's quite a few, I think maybe 20 or 30, so let's see. Masks of Power. This is Alcala, and Alcala cover and interior. 1983. So that's a good one. I remember looking at these all. I remember looking at these when I was a kid, and I kind of, I had them in a stack like this, like I do now, and just the covers. Being that young, I couldn't read them. When I first got them. 1983, I was 5. So, could I read at 5? I don't remember. I was 5. How could I remember? If I could, I couldn't follow along very good. So these are kind of just the images or memories for me. I remember this guy in particular, this purple one. For some reason, that one pops out to me a lot. And this features Fisto, of course. So it's that one. This is a She-Ra one. Disappearing Treasures. Must have been my sister's. I don't know why I have this. But She-Ra's fine, I guess. Dragon's Gift, another Alcala cover. Skeletor. This is when they started to get credits. This has Granomir in it. So that's neat. I'm going to have to read these again. Dragon's Gift. The Power of Point Dread. I've got Point Dread somewhere. He's not he. It's not a person. Not in this box, but somewhere. This one has the ad in the middle for the toy, showing you what toys are available, like it's on the cross promotion info. That's a good one. The Ordeal of Manny Faces. I have Manny Faces in here somewhere. I'm going to get to it pretty quickly, but that's another good one. These are in better shape than I thought they would be. I don't know if I just didn't read them or He-Man meets Ram Man. That's a good one. I don't really know too much about these. Oh, here's something cool I didn't know I had. It's one of the posters, I think. Let's see. Yeah, one of the list of toys. The gleam of the Power Sword lights your way as you enter the fantastic world of Eternia, home of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So it's got all the figures on one side. This is Thunder Punch era, so here's original He-Man, original Skeletor, and then Dragon Blaster, or Baby Dragon on your back Skeletor. That's my name for him. That's what I call him. So that's cool. I didn't know I had that. Maybe I'll frame that. Oh, it's got the vehicles on the back. I have most of these. I don't think I have the Road Ripper. I never had the Wind Raider. I never had the Road Ripper. I never had Night Stalker. I had Stridor, of course. He's right here. I never had Night Stalker, I don't think. So that's cool. I thought I had those. Oh, and it's got Snake Mountain, the Fright Zone, Castle Grayskull on the back. Neat! I think this is another. I think I have two. This one is not as good shape. This one's kind of ripped and stuff. Yeah, same thing. Yep. Same thing. The Warrior Machine. So this is later. This has Dragstore and Extendar on it. This is later on. This is 85. This is later in the thing. Jet Sled, I never had that. Mega Laser, I never had that. Stilt Stalkers I've got in here because I've seen them, but never had any of those ones. King of the Snake Man. Second King of the Snake Man. That's about King Hiss, I'm assuming, since he's King of the Snake Man. I find the earlier comics were better than the later comics, just from what I can remember. The art and the things, the content that went into them. Leech, the Master of Power Suction Unleashed, and then Modulok. Those are both Horde, 84 and 85. Modulok, I have Modulok in here. A Leech, of course. Did we do Leech? Don't remember. No, we haven't done Leech. But those comics. Grizzlor, Mantena. These are all arranged into hordes. I don't know why. And this one, the figures are circled, so I don't know if I did that. Like, yeah, I've got Hordak, and I've got Modulok, and I've got the Fright Zone and Grizzlor. I do have all of them, but I don't know if I circled these or if they were circled when I got them. Because, like I said before in the previous episodes, a lot of these I may have picked up at garage sales and stuff when I was a kid, when I went with my dad to buy stuff like that. There's another Mantena. There's another Mantena. The Stench of Evil. That's about Stinkor, I'm assuming. This one's circled on the back too, all these figures. Battle Armor, He-Man, Manny Faces, all that stuff, 1984. It's weird to think that these are almost 30 years old. Some of them are 30 if they're 82s. Here's an 82. Point Dread is 82. These two are obviously 82. It's before they started to put the year and stuff at the bottom. I'm trying to see if I have any of the original 4 in here. Hordak, Ruthless Leader's Revenge. Spike Horse Strikes, I've got 2 of those. Here's another Stench of Evil. 84, 84, 84, 84. Those are all 84s. Let's see. He-Man and the Insect People. Insect People. That's another Alcala cover and interior. Michael Halperin, writer. I like the Alcala ones thing. I think he put a lot of effort into the comics. A lot of the later comics, I think, were kind of I don't want to take any away from the artists or the writers and stuff, but I think they were trying to push toys. And I think Alcala put a lot of effort into his art in the comics, just from what I can see. The art is a lot better than a lot of the later artists. Double-edged sword. So like this one, this is not as good as Alcala. But, I mean, it's not bad. It's just Alcala was kind of the standard that was met. Double-edged sword. Slave City. This is not like bad B movies, but man, kids like that kind of stuff back then, I guess. Is Gildor in this? No, there is a comic with Gildor. I'll have to find it. Slave City. I've got 2 of those, 3 of those. Okay, here's a good one. See, like this is Alcala art, and this is not Alcala. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but the Alcala is just, you know, way better. So, Siege of Avion. I'm assuming this has Stratos in it because it's Avion, and he was in Avion. Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. I have to read that. Clash of Arms, 1983. This doesn't list the artist and stuff. So, I guess they used to not do that. The Obelisk. Obelisk? Obelisk. I think it's Obelisk. That's the way I say it. I'll call it again. As you can tell, a lot of good art in this. So, 2 of the Obelisk. Skeletor's Dragon. Is it about the dragon walker carrier thing, or is it about the dragon on Skeletor's back? I'm gonna go with probably the dragon that he has in the backpack that squirts water. That is terrible scourge to the Masters of the Universe. The Battle of Roboto. Okay, so yeah, you see this is 84. The art's not as good in these, in my opinion. Sorry if you like these, but I don't care. I mean, they're fine. They're not as good as the original. So. Insect People again, Hordak again. Okay, here's one of the original ones. The Vengeance of Skeletor. Man, this one's in bad shape. So this is one of the Don Glut written booklets. You see how they're different? They have writing at the bottom and the art's at the top, and it's like a book at the bottom. And then the cross-promotional art is a lot different. They're drawings instead of they're drawings of the characters rather than drawings of the figures. Later on the line, they're still drawings, but they're actually of the actual toy, whereas these are just the figures. So these are some of the original ones that first came out. So like it recaps the original story of He-Man being a savage that comes out of the jungle, and the sorceress, or the goddess that she's called now, gives him the gifts of the power of harness and this power sword and all that. So we'll keep that out because I'm going to read that. Here's Gildor, Secret Liquid of Life. Got 2 of those. The German guys voted on Gildor being the... See, that's another thing. What's going on with all that? Illumina and Gildor and everything. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But, I got another Gildor. Masks of Power. So I have 2 Masks of Power. Dragon's Gift. Hey! The Sectors. What's that doing in here? So, I had a bunch of the Sectors. They were a knockoff. They were like He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, but with insects instead. But, they had that already. But it's Coleco's version of Masters of the Universe. Coleco also had Golden Girls. Or, not Golden Girls. They had Golden Girl, who was a knockoff of She-Ra. I had some of those too, not recently, but I did. Dragon's Gift. So I only have 1 of the original 4, The Vengeance of Skeletor. But I'd like to get the other 3 somehow, because those are the ones I like the most. The Don Glut written, although he's never given credit. and the story of She-Ra. I've got 2 of those. Yay! Oh, and a cutout of a paper dress. I don't know. Oh, but this one has He-Man in it. The story of She-Ra, Catra, Sorceress is in it too. A pink Sorceress. So I wonder if that'll give them reason to make a pink Sorceress instead of, like Temple of Darkness Sorceress, and make a pink version. So anyway, that's the comics. I don't know how long I've been talking, but these are the comics I have. So yeah, I'm looking forward to looking through. I don't take the sectors out. Well, I'll leave it in, but I'll put it at the back so I don't get it mixed up. But those are. I'm glad I found those. The posters. That's neat. See the things we discover together. This is a journey of discovery for you and me. So, thanks for coming with me on that voyage of discovery to find these comics. So, I don't know, should I do a figure? Should I grab one out, see what I can remember? I don't know how much time's left on the camera or on the battery, but let's go through it and try it. If it's a good one, I'll talk about it. Grizzlor. Ooh, and it's a black face Grizzlor. Is that racist? I don't think so. 'Cause that's the way he was, right? It's not like he did it on purpose. So, I guess this is a rare variant as far as the vintage line goes. Some were brown, some were black, but I guess the black were less. Let's see, he's got a black face. Another Grizzlor in here? Yeah, here. Here's a standard, I guess. Grizzlor is what he's called. Oh, fur's kind of matted. So here's the standard, kind of the orange skin, orange face, and here's the black one. Black face, dark skin. I don't know, that's what they're called, I guess, right? So this is the more rare one, I've heard. I mean, how do we know? But anyway, I've got both. I loved Grizzlor. He was probably one of the Horde. I would say Grizzlor is my favorite. He has the fur, which I don't think any other figures in the line had. He's awesome. So that's one reason to like him, because he's awesome. I love the fur and just how cool he looks, I guess. I don't know. Kids don't have to have a reason for liking things. They just like them because they like them. I liked Grizzlor a lot. Mantenna I didn't really care for because he had the stuck together legs. I would have liked him better if all 4 legs were different. He had the eyes that came out and stuff, but I always thought he was kind of weird and his head was too big and that kind of stuff. Grizzlor I really liked. I always thought he'd be like the number 2 in the whole Horde thing. When the cartoon came out, it was I almost said the Scarlet Witch, but it's not Scarlet. It's Shadow Weaver. Man, no, this not sleeping stuff is getting on to me. So she was, I guess, the second in charge, but not when I was playing with him. So I liked the fur. I liked the fact that he had the fur. But I remember specifically when you got the slime pit, it said do not put Grizzlor in the slime pit because the slime would stick to his fur. And that is a fact. I think a lot of kids put him in there just because to see if it was true, and it was a fact that it would stick in the fur. He came with this green bow with a Horde. This is our first Horde character too, I think. So that's good. I never really got these. I understood what they were. They're like, crossbows, and they had a little action thing where you push it on, it flicks. But I don't know. I never understood. Is it supposed to shoot arrows, or was it like, did it shoot a laser out of here, or was somebody just get close and then they push it down and kind of springs and pushes them away? I never got the whole crossbow things, but Grizzlor, thumbs up. I don't know. I just liked them. Do I have to have a reason? Do I have to give specifics? Why don't you guys just go with it? I liked Grizzlor a lot. He was my favorite Horde character. Hordak was cool, I guess, but I always thought the cartoon made him a little wimpy. Like, he changes into a rocket, you know, and flies away, and seemed like he was always complaining. Skeletor was like that too, and I don't know. Grizzlor I like because he had the teeth. He would, you know, he'd bite you. This one's a little weird, but I need to go to sleep. It just started raining here. Today was a weird day. It was tough. I did a bunch of things to do today, and I had to get them all done. I had to go grocery shopping. Grocery shopping on Friday in the rain is the worst. Don't do it. Just don't. So, anyways, how are you guys doing? What's going on with you? What's going on with all this stuff? Man, what about this classics line? I don't know. Figures are good. I just got the Star Sisters. I posted about it. Not my favorite. I kind of feel like I got bullied into paying $60 for figures I don't want. But that's the line. If you got the subscription, you got to take the good with the bad. Take them both, and there you have the facts of life. So, this is, oh man, I don't know. Maybe they'll grow on me. I've got them. I kind of want to sell them, but at the same time I don't, because I'm not really into that. I want to buy the figures because I want them. I don't buy them to sell them. So it's a conflict for me. I don't know what I'm going to do. But Demo Man was good. Of course, I was supposed to have him last year. I really like Demo Man. So I've got good hopes for the line for the 30th anniversary. I hope it all works out the way it's supposed to. Fearless Photog, I'm happy is being made, but I don't know, the 30th anniversary subscription, I've bought into it and I'm getting them, but so far Drago Man's obviously the best. Did I say Drago Man earlier or Demo Man? Anyway, Demo Man I talked about earlier. Now I'm talking about Drago Man. If I said Drago Man earlier, I meant Demo Man. You know what I mean. So Drago Man I like. I don't like that he did not come with all the stuff he said he was going to come with, but hey, you know, they got to pay for their line, so that's fine. And then they can put out a new accessory pack if they wanted to fill in all the things that they're having to cut. So it's just one more way for me to pay money. And but I'm not complaining. I love the line. I'm rambling again. That's why these videos are too long, because I talk about stuff, but you're the only people I get to talk about this with. So you're just going to have to put up with it. I hope that the battery's lasting. Usually, I think that's filming. If it wasn't, it should tell me. So, I'm sorry that I ramble sometimes, but my wife told me not to apologize for things. She's just full of advice, and I forget about it when I'm doing these because I'm by myself and I have to talk to a camera, and I want some feedback, but it's difficult because I don't get it. I'm a very visual person when I'm communicating. I read into body language and things like that, and a camera doesn't communicate that type of stuff. So I think that's why I ramble when I'm doing these. But who cares? Why am I talking to you about it? Oh, so anyway, Masters of the Universe figures. What do you guys think? So, anyways.